In this video, I want to talk about why it is important to not forget about where you come from. And I'm not going to talk about your hometown, your upbringing, your family. I'm going to talk about you. And when I say not forget where you come from, I mean not forget what your dreams were, what your goals were, what your desires were, what you wanted from life. Sometimes it happens that the reality catches up with your dreams faster than you realize. For instance, you want to live in a certain country and you dream about it. The next thing you know, you're in that country. It was easier than you thought to get in there and start living your life. You established a good work environment. You started living in that country fully and got caught up in the daily hustle and bustle. And now you're waking up every day, going to work. After work, you go back home, chill, sleep, go to work next day. And sometimes you just forget that what you're living right now, the moment that you are in right now, is the moment that you were dreaming about a few years ago or even a few months ago. 4 years ago, it was a dream of mine to come to Germany because my back in the time girlfriend, fiance today, lived here and she had to visit me in Turkey every month because we wanted to maintain our relationship. And I drew a small map. I drew a map where I drew an airplane bringing me to Germany. I drew a map of how my life in Germany is going to unfold. I'm going to finish my master's. I'm going to find a job. I'm going to be happy. And I realize now that I'm smoking a cigar and reading a German language learning magazine, which has a lot about Germany, that I've been living in this country for 3 years and I've been complaining every day because of this and that and all of those things that happen in life. And then I realized that this is exactly what I wanted a few years ago. So sometimes we get what we wanted faster than we realize, and we become dissatisfied. We become immediately unaware of the fact that what we're living right now in is a blessing in itself. And it's very important to sit down in a quiet room, whatever you can do, maybe yoga or whatever you enjoy, a cigar, coffee. It could be morning, it could be night, whatever is better for you. For me, it's a beautiful setting outside my garden with lights, a cigar, a warm room, and you just have to start thinking about where you were, what you wanted, and what you have today. And you will realize that you have come so far, you've done so much, and where you are right now is most likely where you wanted to be a while ago. And if it isn't, it's a different story. This video doesn't apply for the unrealized dreams. This video applies for the dreams that you've already accomplished, realized, that you were just too caught up to think about. So, in life, it's essential to understand in retro perspective where you stand. For that, think about what you wanted in the past and how much you have accomplished today. Of course, it's also important to continue building dreams. It is important not to get satisfied, to be hungry for more, because stagnation is something that's going to drive you crazy. But at the same time, think about where you are right now and think about where you were a few years ago and compare it. Just look at the long way, compare it. Good moments, they pass really fast. When I started university, everybody was saying, these 4 years, they're gonna fly, you're not gonna notice. And during my university time, I was dreaming of moving to a different, bigger city, to a bigger campus. And I accomplished that. And when I was there, I realized it, and I enjoyed every single moment. I knew that I'm there where I wanted to be, and I enjoyed it so much. I squeezed the juice out of every single day. I was alone, but I was so happy. Now I'm here, somewhere else in my life, in a different country, learning a different culture, speaking to different people every day, having new friendships, maintaining amazing connections. But I get too caught up. I just forget that this is a dream that came true. Okay? In many influential movies like The Secret, for example, you will also hear that people set some goals, some crazy goals, like buying a huge house, and then they forget those goals. And then what happened is they got those houses or those cars or those things in life that they were dreaming of. And it took them a while to realize that they have accomplished their dream. So, think back, think in the moment, compare, and that will give you a wider perspective and show you that life is way better than you think it is. That you are doing better than you think you're doing. That you're on the right track. That you're doing the right things. And it will also show you something that you should never forget. Anything is possible as long as you set a goal and just set your intention. Kind of switch your thinking, switch your realization, subconscious, let's say, desires to obtaining what you want. The moment you do that, somehow the life will unfold in a way that will bring you to that goal. Yeah. When you reach that goal, make sure you sit for a moment and realize that you've reached it.